Happy Wednesday, everybody. On my way to work, and I'm watching the clouds above my head. I was just driving through a bunch of sunshine. That's hard to say in the morning. And now it looks like I'm driving into a pretty bad storm. But I'm right at the, looks like the tail end of it. Like I can literally see the edge of the storm to the left of me, and you'll see it starting to get darker in the car. So I'm driving into this. May not want to drive into this, but I'm doing it anyway. So it might be a little loud in the car if it starts to rain on me. Anyway, I didn't have a vlog yesterday, but I did upload the hula hoop footage. So it was a little embarrassing to upload, but it kind of pushes me to want to lose more weight, see myself that big and trying to hula hoop. So if you get a chance to watch it, give it a thumbs up. I'm having to watch debris in the road already. Oh, and there it went. Box just hit the car. I don't think it hurt it though. It's just a cardboard box. Anyway, I lost my concentration. Anyway, hopefully you guys like it. You give it a thumbs up. And now we're going slow. Why? Well, it looks like the storm already came through here. Huh. Anyway, so I didn't really know what to talk about today since I've been sick. Yesterday I was sick with some kind of stomach bug. I got it Monday night, and I thought it might have been what I ate, but then my wife had it the night before. She had it Sunday night, Monday morning, and then I had it Monday night, Tuesday morning. So I'm sure it's just something that's going around, but I feel better now. Part of my problem was though that the medicine that I take to keep me from being nauseous, because I've had issues before with my stomach. Sorry, there's a semi up here in front of the sheriff's. There's a sheriff's officer in front of me, and then a truck, a semi in front of him hauling rock that's just driving crazy, and the officer hasn't pulled him over yet. Anyway, and see, there I go. The crazy stuff happens this morning, and I'm losing my train of thought already. But I figured it was just some temporary bug, and I got over it. But oh, I know, I was saying the medicine that I take, because I've had stomach problems before. The medicine that I take, most people can take it and it just solves their nausea and it's no big deal. I take it and it pretty much knocks me out. I mean, it just like puts me in a comatose state for like 24 hours. Which helps, then I can get over whatever I have, but it's hard because then I feel the effects for a couple of days after that. Not like I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm still on it. I just don't have as much energy for the next couple of days. And that could just be the stomach bug, me finally getting rid of it, that's causing that. It's hard to say. It just depends on how I feel tomorrow. So I didn't get a whole lot accomplished yesterday. My software, my Sony software came in for the video editing. Dell overnighted me my USB thumb drive to restore my machine, which I'm really impressed with that, because the guy said he wasn't sure how fast he could get it out, where it was gonna have to come from, you know, which warehouse they'd have to pull it from and all that, and I got it pretty much overnighted to me. The only thing I thought was really weird is that it came from Houston and they took it to Fort Worth to process it. And I'm not talking about Dell, I'm talking about UPS. I think it was UPS that brought it. Was it No, it was FedEx. That's who it was. I know this because our house is settled and the door jamb, you know, the bottom part, the footer, is pulled away from the wall a little bit. And so when the FedEx guy left it, he just chunked it in between the screen door and the front door, and it fell down in that hole, and I had to go find something to bring it up a little bitty hole and then pull it the rest of the way out. So when I was looking at the shipping information on the paperwork, they sent the stupid thing to Fort Worth and then shipped it back to Austin, which if I was a big company, I'd never ever let that happen. That's like one of my pet peeves, is wasting that kind of money for nothing. I mean, literally, there was no reason to send that thing all the way to Fort Worth. When it came out of Houston, it should have come straight to Austin. Why do you have to send it to your Fort Worth facility? And I'll double check and see who was at fault on that one, because I really think that they need to rethink that. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you send it, you know, a few hundred miles away to come right back? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And the company I work for does that too. They do things sometimes like that, and it just doesn't make sense, but they have a reason behind it, and that's fine. But those are the kind of things that I point out at every job I've ever been at. You know, why aren't we saving money by doing this? Because ultimately, the more money you save, the better pay and benefits to your employees. And where I work at now, I'm a contractor, so my input's not as great as an actual hired employee. But like I've told them, the more money I try to save the company, the better the odds that there's an opening come up and that I become permanent with the company. Which is, everybody that works there, that's their goal. Nobody's there because they love contracting work and that's all they want to do. All the people I've talked to that are contractors, their ultimate goal is to get hired on. Because as a contractor, you don't get good benefits. The insurance that was offered me was horrible. And so it wasn't worth my effort to even get it. Now I may change my mind at some point in time if the insurance gets a little better, but who knows. So I should start working on that machine. I may have somebody start working on it for me just to get the windows on there and get all the updates, because I think that the thumb drive has Service Pack 1 for Windows 7. I'll have to look. Because by the time I get home, I really don't have time or the energy to do it anymore. And I really don't have anywhere to work on it at the house. I go to my wife's office and work on it there. That's where it's at now. And I may do that tonight and work on it a little bit. And then this weekend, I'm going to get my desk all cleaned up at home, get everything set up and ready to go. And then I can start actually editing my videos. And that way I'm not just having to record in the morning. I can record, you know, if I go to lunch or whatever outside of work and on my way home, and then I can just kind of piece everything together. And hopefully tomorrow I'll have a story. I tried to think of a story today that I could tell, and I just drew a blank on a story. And I think it's just because I haven't felt very good. So I'm going to try to think of a really good story to tell tomorrow. I'll have to wait and see. I've got some really good stories, but they're related to certain holidays, and so I'm trying to save those till those holidays roll around and then tell those. But I think I have another story about my best friend, my former roommate, that I can tell tomorrow. And it was kind of one I wanted to tell today, but I think I'll wait until tomorrow, just because this blog would be so huge if I told it right now, because it'll take a little bit to tell. So looks like I'm driving back out of the storm and only got a couple of sprinkles, and then that box hit me. So I was listening to the radio before I started recording, and everybody's abuzz about Austin possibly getting the Summer Olympics, I think in 2024. And I don't know, I'm kind of torn on it, because I feel like a lot of other people feel it's going to turn out to be the same thing as the new F1 track, and only the people with money are going to be involved in this, and the rest of us aren't going to get to go see anything. We're not going to be a part of it, and so there's really no reason for us to have it. But on the other hand, I think it's a pride thing. I'd love to have the Olympics in Texas. I think that'd be so much fun, but like I said, unless somehow I get rich off YouTube or I hit the lotto, I'm not going to get to go. I'll probably never get to go to an F1 race unless we save the money and go. But that seems like a waste to me. I'm not really into F1, but I'd like to go at least one time. And I'm sure there's affordable tickets, but they sell out so quick. And we've only had that one race last year, and then there's going to be, I think there's even an event coming up here pretty soon. But it's just one of those things. There's so many festivals and events around here. You literally would spend thousands upon thousands of dollars a year to go to all this stuff. So I just don't go. The only thing I'm really interested in is South by Southwest. And I'm always interested in that, and not necessarily for the music, more for the media side of things. And I know there's some YouTubers that are going to be down this year, and if I didn't have to work, if I was a full-time employee and I could have taken the week off, that's where I'd be for the week. I'd be down there and I'd be filming and possibly getting some people to show up on my channel. But if I don't work, I don't get paid, so I gotta work. That's just how it is. So hopefully next year I can go. I'd even thought about going to VidCon this year in August. But it all depends on how many subscribers I have. If I still have like less than 100 by August, there's no real reason to go. I mean, there is a reason to go, because they do have a lot of things for people that are getting into it or into it to bring more subscribers on, and to learn from other people that have, 2 million subscribers. I mean, there's a lot. There's not as many as you would think there are, but there's still a lot. And there's some people that I subscribe to their channels, like Prank vs. Prank, that are up over 2 million subscribers now. And I'm sure I could learn things from them on how to attract more subscribers. It's just a matter, like I said, of money. If I go, I'm spending money and then I'm not making money because I'm not a full-time employee. I'm just a contractor, so I have to weigh all that, based on what I want to do. And I'm not really looking to make any money off YouTube. I have stuff to say, and that's why I record these. Plus, I have so many stories. I'd love the stories to be out there for people to hear. And I'm going to start telling more stories than I would have today if I had froze up on what I was thinking about this morning. So I'll definitely have a story tomorrow. I know exactly which one I want to tell. So tomorrow's vlog I'll definitely have. It's a pretty good story. It's kind of about a jinx that my friend and I have, and people laugh about it, but it's absolutely true, and it's one of the things that I truly believe in this world, and we have proof that there's a jinx, and so I'll explain more tomorrow. Looks like I'm gonna be to work on time today. I can usually tell because when I'm coming into town, if it's right around 9 o'clock and I'm passing I-35, which I'm about to go over the top of here in just a second, then I know that I've got enough time. I've got 30 minutes to get to the office, and that's usually more than enough time to get down there, so I can usually time it out pretty well. Because I don't want to be late. I like being on time, and being a contractor contractor, if you're late all the time, then it kind of shows to them that you're not really serious about being an employee, because they wouldn't tolerate an employee being late all the time. And since I have to drive for so far out, I don't get any lenience. It is what it is. And so I just have to get up in the morning and get going, and that's the hardest part. Even though I'm a morning person, because I haven't had a nighttime job, and I can't even remember the last time I had a nighttime job. It's been a long time. I worked at a support place one time. We had support up till midnight, and so I would work nights for a while, and then they put me back on day shift, and I liked being on nights better. But then, you know, I get up early. I'd get off work at midnight, and I would go home, or I'd go get something to eat, and then go home, and then play a little bit of video games till about 3 or so, and then I'd go to bed, and I'd be up by like 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and I wouldn't have to be at work for a long time. So I'm more of a get up in the morning kind of person. I just don't like getting up. Like this morning, I didn't want to get up at all, but you know, I got to get up, take a shower, and let the dogs out, put them back up and feed them, and then go to work. So I have to time everything out just right. Sorry, there's a lot of traffic. You know, like I said before, is that my priority when I'm doing these videos is what's going on around me, and then recording secondary. So if I stop for a second, it's because I'm watching the traffic patterns and trying to figure out what everybody's doing. Because most of these people don't have any clue on how to drive a motor vehicle at all. They just get in it and go, and they have their phones in their face, and it's a bad problem in Austin. Well, anyway, if you guys like the videos, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Like I said, if we can get some more subscribers, I'm going to start doing some giveaways, but I can't do it with like 2 or 3 subscribers. I need more than that, and then I can justify doing some giveaways and getting you guys interested in things. If there's something you want to hear about, like a subject matter or whatever, hit me up on Twitter. The Twitter's down in the description, or even off to the right side, there's a connection for my Twitter. Or you can leave a message here, because on Saturday, if the weather's nice on Saturday, I'll probably be doing a bike vlog. I know Sunday we were supposed to get a cold front and rain, so I'm hoping to do that Saturday. And if you guys have a topic of discussion, then I can talk about it while I'm riding the bike. And I'll probably be using my GoPro for that, and I'm supposed to be getting my memory card for my GoPro and my adapter for the mount that's in the car for the GoPro, because the GoPro doesn't use a normal threaded tripod mount, so I had to buy an adapter for it and the memory card for the GoPro, because you have to have a certain kind. So those should be in today, and so tomorrow I'll try to film with the GoPro on my way to work just to see how it looks. I probably won't do it in the 1080p because it's just kind of ridiculous for me just sitting here, but I'll get that recorded and then pull that footage, which will be a little different. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant to use it just yet, because I want to be able to have my editing rig up so I can edit them. So like right now, everything's on the same day pattern, so it'll probably be like when I get the editing rig up, I'll edit everything when I get home and then upload it. So it'll probably be the same day, it'll just be later in the day. So probably closer to 10 or 11 at night before things get uploaded. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, you guys have a great Wednesday, and remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave comments, follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys tomorrow for story time. Have a great day.